While you were sleeping, an unholy alliance has emerged. Elon Musk and Donald Trump, leftists everywhere, shake in their boots. I'm kidding, by the way. But Elon Musk did, in fact, meet with Donald Trump. Elon says he's not going to be spending money here, but there is still a question that needs to be asked. Let's start with the story from the New York Times. They say, it's not clear whether Mr. Musk will spend any of his billions on the former president's behalf. If he does, he could erase Mr. Trump's financial disadvantage in the 2024 race. The New York Times reports, not that I trust Maggie Haberman, but here's the story. Donald Trump, who is urgently seeking a cash infusion to aid his presidential campaign, met on Sunday in Palm Beach, Florida with Elon Musk, one of the world's richest men, and a few wealthy Republican donors, according to three people briefed on the meeting who spoke on the condition of anonymity to describe a private discussion. Mr. Trump and his team are working to find additional major donors to shore up his finances as he heads into an expected general election against President Biden. Mr. Trump has praised Mr. Musk to allies and hopes to have a one-on-one meeting with the billionaire soon, according to a person who has discussed the matter with Trump. It is not yet clear whether Mr. Musk plans to spend any of his fortune on Mr. Trump's behalf, but his recent social media posts suggest he thinks it is essential that Mr. Biden be defeated in November. And people who have spoken to Mr. Musk privately confirmed that is indeed his view. With a net worth of around $200 billion, according to Forbes, Mr. Musk could decide to throw his weight behind Trump and potentially almost single-handedly erase what was expected to be Mr. Biden and his allies' huge financial advantage over the former president. On Wednesday, following the publication of this story, Musk posted on X he was, quote, not donating money to either candidate for U.S. president. He did not specify which two candidates he was referring to. It's just so silly. We know exactly he's talking about Biden and Trump. Spare me. Aides to Trump did not respond to a request for comment. So here's the tweet from Elon Musk. He says, just to be super clear, I am not donating money to either candidate for U.S. president. All right, let's play a game, ladies and gentlemen. Elon Musk is very politically vocal. I can tell you what I would do if I had $200 billion, and it would be absolutely to assist Donald Trump in winning the election. That is not to say I would give him any money. So what does Elon Musk say? Oh boy. Let's talk about where this goes politically. I am not donating money to either candidate for U.S. president. Sure. But even if you were, the cap is what, $2,500? So what does that matter? I honestly don't. There's no difference between Elon Musk giving Trump a donation and me because there is a cap. So Elon has not yet assuaged fears of the left that he may actually help Donald Trump. Why? Super PACs, political action committees. Elon Musk could put $100 million into a political action committee for ads to support Donald Trump. I will stress this. If I had $200 billion, granted it's mostly stock, but if I was worth that, I would sell some stock, maybe take out $1 billion. Seriously, maybe not even 500 million. And I would put a substantial amount of money into political action committees and efforts to assist Donald Trump with winning this election. Mark Zuckerberg did it. Why wouldn't Elon Musk? So we don't know for sure exactly what Elon's intentions are, but I can tell you a few things that are really good. And it's speculation. Perhaps Elon does want to help Donald Trump. Elon sees what's going on with illegal immigration. Okay, he doesn't need to give any money to do it. Elon Musk can push his thumb on the scale of X, and he can make sure that the algorithm favors certain views. Really, that's simple, right? We recently saw the misgendering policy get reinstated, so I don't know that Elon Musk is actually going to do anything like that. But more importantly, outside of any and all financial, electoral context or otherwise, there is one really great thing that has already happened. And that is Elon Musk talked to Donald Trump. Elon Musk is in the know. Smart guy. He's paying attention. He is not the most learned on the issues pertaining to the culture war, but he is very savvy and understands a great deal. This means that he goes to Donald Trump and Trump says, we want to win. Elon says, Donald, you take a look at illegal immigration. You know this. Here's what we are seeing. I mean, starting from here, Elon Musk talking to Donald Trump and telling him, here are core issues that need to be addressed. And Trump could go, okay, because Trump's not the biggest culture war guy. He's in the middle. And that's why we've long said, Don Jr. being so plugged in is fantastic because he can tell his dad. But I got to be honest, Don Jr. doesn't seem to be as directly involved in any of that campaign stuff. I love telling people this too. I'm like, guys, if you ever were at a laundromat and Don Jr. was there washing his clothes, you would not realize this was the son of a billionaire and former president. You would just think it's some local dude who lived nearby. Hunter Biden, on the other hand, you saw him in public, you'd be like, there's something going on there. You know what I mean? Like whenever we've had Don Jr. on the show, he's a regular dude. It's a regular dude. And so we were hoping that as this like regular guy I believe he's fairly in touch, he could give that advice to his dad. But I don't know that he's as deeply involved. He probably does. Elon coming in is going to help reinforce a lot of these ideas around social media. Elon may have told Trump about what the government was doing. That would be huge. And maybe Elon could step things up and provide data and insights to allies of Trump. Think about this. Elon says, I'm not going to give you any money. That's pointless. What would money do? Serious question. Money would buy you access to the things I already have. So if Elon were to say, I'll give a PAC your money, well, then what would end up happening is that PAC would just spend money back on Elon's products and data. What Elon might say is, let me know, what you think about X, Y, and Z, A, B, and ABC. And then Elon might say, I support you, and I'll figure it out outside of this meeting. Meaning, Elon can't go to Trump and say, I'm going to go work with PACs and coordinate and do all these things. He doesn't need to. He can say, here's what Trump has in mind. Trump, what are your plans? Trump says things. Elon says, Trump, will you do X? Trump says yes. Elon says, okay. Elon then goes to political action groups and says, let me know what you need to help advance this message. And he does not need to talk to Trump about it. He doesn't need to give Trump any money. So when Elon says, I'm not giving either money, it may be just that. He didn't say he wasn't going to support him in other ways. He's just saying, guys, it's not money. It's not a money thing. It may be, as many others may speculate, that Elon Musk doesn't want people to realize he's supporting Trump at all. And so he's doing this, I am not going to give Trump any money. What do you mean? And then he turns around and plugs data into these networks to assist, right? I don't know that Elon is playing any kind of silly games in that regard. I think when he's saying I'm not giving him money, he was literally answering the question of was he going to give him money? But I do believe Elon likely will provide either advice in some way to Trump in his campaign. Elon doesn't need to print out a huge database and then say, here, Donald Trump, here's the database. He could simply look at the data himself, have a general understanding. And when he's sitting down with Trump, he can be like, what we see a lot on Twitter is we see a lot of people saying X. We see a lot of people saying Y. And Trump can be like, interesting. And that's totally fine and fair. I think it's fantastic, but we'll see. A person close to Mr. Musk said his relationship with the government had historically made him wary about identifying too closely with one party. And then they say in 2017, the billionaire famously stepped away from two business advisory councils when Trump was president over Trump's decision to pull out of the Paris Climate Agreement. Climate change is real, Mr. Musk posted on Twitter in June 2017. Leaving Paris is not good for America or the world. The two have had other moments of friction. Now I'll pause there. Now, why would Elon Musk say that? A lot of people are like, Elon Musk is saying that because he's a liberal, blah, blah, blah. It's because he owns an electric car company. And a huge selling point, tax incentives and all of that come from fear of climate change. But I'm gonna stop you right there, ladies and gentlemen. I certainly think we have risks right now in the world over climate issues. I don't believe the climate change narrative from the left because they lie about everything. I certainly think human overpopulation, or I should say human concentration in key areas results in destabilization of the ecosystem. And I have great concerns about it. But I believe technology is the answer. Elon Musk, while saying climate change is real, also advocates for people to have lots of babies. And I think, I would say, he's older than me, so I'll say I agree with him in my assumption, or I would assume he agrees with me. Yes, there are too many people. But the solution to too many people is actually more people. What I mean by that is we need space colonization. That's why I think Elon Musk is one of the most important people on the planet right now. If he succeeds in his Mars endeavors, then we actually can alleviate overpopulation very easily because now we have other planets by which we can colonize. Technology will be the saving grace. We'll see what happens. I think Musk will likely come out later on and endorse Trump. Maybe not like I hereby endorse, but he might just say, like, I'm voting for him. I think it's plainly obvious he's voting for Trump right now. We'll see. I'll leave it there. Next segment is coming up at 6 p.m. on this channel. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you all then.